Before this video starts, I just want to say that I'm aware of the mistakes that are happening in the video in terms of every time I move a picture onto the tier list, there is this graphical quirk that happens. And that's just down to me being very, very new when it comes to PC recording. I don't do it often. As you guys know, I'm very much in the capture card type of recordings for the most part. But it is something that I'm going to have worked out for the next time we do a tier list, which is funny because it didn't happen the first two times, but I think it's just because OBS changes the settings, especially since I changed computers since then. Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is a tier list, and this is a first tier list I've done in a while, and today we're going to be doing a few tier lists. The first one that I wanted to do that I thought would be very fun, if you don't know what this is, basically what you have to do is drag these onto the S, A, B, C, or D section. S is the best, D is the least best, and kind of like, I guess, rank the characters that you like in order of where they are on the board here. And that's what I'm going to do here today with, first of all, Mario characters. Now, I don't know all the Mario characters altogether, like this one here. I think her name's like Pauline or something, but she's not going on the list. So like, say like, if they go into D like this, it's not because they're bad, it's because I don't know them or don't know them well enough. But then you also have characters I've never played a game of, like Donkey Kong, but I do like him racing, so we're going to put him at B. Same with Diddy Kong. See what I mean? See how this works? So we're going to rank all these characters in order of how much I like them personally. And I'm actually pretty nervous because I'm sure some Mario fan is going to be upset. I'm sure someone is. Of course, we're going to put Luigi in S. We have a special connection to Luigi. He's amazing. We're going to put Peach in S. After that, Toad, S. Like, I'm sorry, come on, Toad and S. And I think the reason for Luigi being an S and Peach being an S and Toad being an S is because I think people know the connection I have with Peach, first of all. I love this character so much. I think in every game she's been in, especially the Paper Mario game, she's been absolutely fantastic. And she's always very funny, too. And Toad is just my baby boy. So there's nothing I can really do. Mario, you go in the B. It's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm trying to send a message, you know? Luigi's in the S, you're in the B. We have to knock you down a few pegs, Mario, okay? Okay, the baby. So I'm guessing this is from Partners in Time. Which, if you're talking about baby Luigi, you're talking about both these guys going A. No problem putting both of those guys in A. What do you mean a baby goes before me? Because I don't make them cry, but also because they're also really fun to be around. And like, I think that the renders they're using are from like maybe like something like Mario Kart, but that's okay. That's really okay. Of freaking course, Rosalina goes into S. The mother, the mother of all creation, a character who is I think the only Mario character in this list at least to make me nearly cry my eyes out. Such a fantastic story in Mario Galaxy, and I think she deserves to be an S just because of that. Wario, I always use him in Mario Kart. We're gonna put him in B. And I think that's just because, like, yeah, like I've always like really liked his design, but also like I think him and Waluigi are pretty funny. But I don't have as much of a like experience with Waluigi, but I do know that like I love his voice, and that's enough. So Bowser, we're gonna put Bowser in S. Look at this. Look at this. Mario, you could be here. You could be here, Mario. I'm kind of feeling bad. Let's put Mario in A. I'm kind of feeling bad with Mario now. But yeah, Bowser. I think Bowser makes every game he's in better. Especially the Paper Mario games. I think that he is like such a joy to be around in those games. And he's had some really fantastic boss battles too. Especially in stuff like Mario Galaxy as well. This is Daisy, isn't it? Great design. We'll put her in B, even though we don't have much experience with her. We'll put her in B. King Boo, we'll put him in C because I beat him up. These are all like preliminary characters like Shy Guys and stuff. I don't know if you'd put them like really anywhere else but the D section for me personally, like the Hammer Bros and stuff. Goombas. Kamek, for having a great design for sure, goes into B easily. Ludwig goes into A, one of the best designed characters in Mario history. No contest. This is Lemmy, isn't it? Or is this Lemmy? Either way, you're both going up here. Because again, great designs. Another great design. Design matters too to me, by the way. We're judging by character and design. Yoshi? Huh. I think we're going to put Yoshi in B. And the reason is we haven't played many Yoshi games, but also I have appreciation for Yoshi because in many Mario games we played, Yoshi has been one of the things that has gotten us out of some very tough situations. So I appreciate that. Who is this? Toadette? No experience. Liquid Mario, of course. Steel Mario. Yeah. Yeah. Also love the design. We'll put you in B as well. Put you in D. If this is Bowser Jr., S. And here's the thing. Bowser Jr. again is another, like Bowser, just makes the game better as soon as he's in it. As soon as that character's in it. And it's not just his funny voice, or it's not just the way he acts. Like, he sometimes like progresses the story forward even without like us knowing. And I think he does a pretty good job with that. And also I just love him being around there in general. I love his character a lot. So we have these left. I mean, like, let's not be weird about it. Let's not be weird about it. But you're going to see, just because of the interaction that we've had in the Mario and Luigi games, I think it's perfectly reasonable to put you here, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And that is the tier list for me personally. And some of it is design, which I think is important in the game, but a lot of it as well is just character. Like, I love these characters so much. Especially someone like Rosalina and Peach and Luigi. Like, being around them was constantly fun. And, well, apart from Rosalina, who was pain as well. But playing as Peach as well and stuff like Super Paper Mario was also a joy too. I don't know. This is exactly how I feel about these characters. Especially in sometimes, like, the stories aren't as heavy as other games. I think this is a very appropriate thing. They don't have Paper Mario characters here, just the basic Mario platformer characters, I think, mostly. Which is fair enough. But there are also Paper Mario characters that I would definitely put here as well. Here, we have the tier list for Pikmin characters. And let's just do this now. Baby. Little baby. My baby. Babies. 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 Great. Let's move on to the next tier list. I think it's a very good tier list. All these are babies. Don't argue. They're just babies. Especially Electro Girls. Is there one where you can put above? Well, yeah, they're all babies. Stop asking questions, you. They're babies. They're my babies. And for the last tier list, we're going to be doing Trials and Tribulations characters. Now, the way we're doing this is both design and how much I love them. They both matter a lot. One is 50%, the other is 50%. That's just how we're going to go with this. And this is just like how I feel personally about these characters. I know some people have some contentious opinions about this too, but I think I think whatever we do here is going to be appropriate because, again, it's just my experience with Trials and Tribulations. If there are some characters missing, please let me know, and I will maybe try and fix it, but I don't know how like you would actually like fix something along those lines. Like, for example, there's no Adrienne Andrews here, but we know for a fact we put Adrienne Andrews very highly up in our list if she was here. I think it's just the new characters that were added to Trials and Tribulations. So to start off, so there's Would Marry or Draw. So draw as in I'd like to draw them. Looks really great. That is neat. All right. And oh, yeah. So here we go. Starting off, Ron Delete and Desiree, of course, would marry both of them. Two characters that I just love being around, and like their relationship is honestly really strong and really fun to experience too. I think that like a lot of people might look down on the relationship in a way, but for me personally, like I thought it was just like a really fun thing to look at as well, or to be around as well. And both of them are like the prettiest characters in the history of Phoenix Wright, so like who are we to judge in any way, shape, or form? I'm not going to judge. Well, I will judge. I'll judge them to be pretty. Mia. Maya. I say, hey, what the hell are you doing? Don't worry about it. Mia Faye had that amazing moment in Trials and Tribulations that solidified her as a character that I cared about so much and wanted to be around even more. I think people remember how much I love the characters in this game and what I feel about the characters in this game. And she was definitely one that I just like have such a strong connection to, especially at the end of that game with those final moments. Really sometimes weird to see her pop up in certain places, but I still think that she's absolutely fantastic. Pearl would not marry, but looks really great. Now, here's the thing. Pearl is going would marry or draw. She's for the draw section. She's a little girl. She's awesome. She's my favorite character in the world, okay? I think Pearl, especially in this game, got to shine the most because she was, like, not only just because she was threatening people, but she really came into herself also. Like, she felt like she was a bit worthless, even though she's not. She was coming up with so many great ideas that it was really hard to, like, deny how much she had grown in such a short space of time. And, like, this really is her game. Like, let's be honest, like, this really is her game. And I don't think anyone would deny it. I don't think anyone would be upset about me saying that, because, like, I think that, like, everyone has their moments. Everyone has their big time, or their big moments in these games, and everyone has their moments to shine. Some bigger than others, for sure. And speaking of moments to shine, Franziska von Karma will go into S. Well, it's not S, it's would marry or draw. I love von Karma. Again, it's another character that I was so excited to see. A character who we've kind of put everything behind us. People are gonna be like, Calvin, is there gonna be anybody in the other sections? Yes, there will be. There's too many good characters in this game. Please understand. Like, the characters in Trials and Tribulations are amazing. They're absolutely fantastic. For example, oh, there you go. Oh from Morgan. Oh, Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia Hawthorne? You want to talk about Dahlia Hawthorne? So, here's the thing. Here's how we're doing this. Would marry or draw means that you have both a great design and a great character, and I love you. Looks really great means that you look fantastic, but you don't really have the character that I love too much. That is neat is a character who, like, has like 10% personality maybe, and like nearly like 40% design. I'm gonna put in all right. Now that I put it, I look at all right. It's like Matthew McConaughey saying all right. I didn't mean like that. I meant to say, like, it's all right. You know. I think the reason is that, like, it's very hard to, like, connect with Dahlia on the same level as the other characters, but her design is fantastic. Her placement in the story is amazing. I sometimes feel sorry for her as well, and that's just like, I don't know. I like her design a lot. I like her design like a whole hell of a lot. Now, if we go by story to story, Luke Adme is going O. This guy gave us so much trouble. Like, if you're talking about characters that I just, like, I'm such, like, not a big fan of, you have to, like, look at that. And the same with, I'm gonna put Kudo in O as well. He obstructed us quite a bit. I feel bad for him sometimes, but again, like, in terms of design, he's cool, but it just does not compare to the other characters for me. I can't believe we haven't done this yet. Like, I'm sorry. Like, do I even have to explain this? Edgeworth, my boy. Wait a second, sorry. There you go. You two together now. Gumshoe, we're gonna put his this is neat. No, he had his moment in Trials and Tribulations too. Look at this list. I'm such a soft boy. What the hell is this? Calvin, you gotta be more hard on these guys. For example, O. Who else wants to go in O? You wanna go in O? You going O too? Huh? Larry Butts. That is neat. I don't have as big of a hatred for Larry as some people might think. I think my disdain for Larry is kind of more of a comedic one. I find him very funny. I think he's a funny character, really. But at the same time, he's also a big problem when it comes to stuff like this. Shut up. I love her as well. She's amazing. And again, as well, like, I think that this game's writing is fantastic, enough so that, like, characters like Violetta can shine too. Who do we pick next? See, I want to, like, pick them kind of like in the same sections, and I know some people are gonna be like so disagree with me. That is neat. John didn't really open up to us as much as we could, and he was actually lying quite a bit too, which leads me kind of to, like, not really be a big fan of him, but at the same time, I love his design. I think it actually is, like, really, like, I think it's colorful. But again, there's some aspects to it that I wouldn't really put in looks really great, to be honest. Kudo. Personally, that is neat. Again, another great story, another great design. But to put him in these sections, you have to understand, it's like a grading curve, right? These are the best in class. So it's really difficult to be like, well, you didn't do as good as these guys, so maybe you shouldn't be up here. If that makes sense. All the Godot stats are killing me right now. How dare you, Calvin? How dare you? We'll put, I'm sorry, but O as well. Like, not a big connection. O because questionable morals, like you have to admit. Canadian judge, definitely an O. Sister Bikini, we'll put in all right. Funny moments, but I don't think we can really say that like she was like an absolutely like astonishingly amazing character that you can honestly have fun with all the time. But like she was funny for the times that she was there. Elise Dunham. We didn't get to know her very well, so we'll put an all right as well. But again, another character who is not Elise Dunham is the mother of, sorry, Mia. I mean Mia. I'll put her. What do you mean? Jesus Christ. We'll put in one. No, we won't. No, we can't. We have to stick to our morals. And Iris. I thought this section would be more full. Well, now that we've done this, bam. F all ya. We're doing it. The design is so great. It's hard to not to. But again, Iris made me bawl my eyes out like a weeping weeper. The story and the build-up of that character throughout the entire game is something really that like is exciting to behold, and I think that she does like such a fantastic, or they do such a fantastic job of getting her character across. That honestly, like, it was sad to see her leave in the end. And those moments when she's talking to Phoenix as well, I know Phoenix for sure was sad too. This is an amazing game. It's an absolutely fantastic game. One of my favorite games of all time. I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And looking at all these characters now, it just makes me wish I could erase it from my memory and come back to it all over